How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map here on Farming Simulator 25 for PC Mac only called Geistal. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to the Bavarian Geistal map. This map is inspired by the Bavarian and Austrian landscape. It features challenging climbs and road networks and offers plenty of panoramic views. Map details 250 purchasable areas, over 45 forest areas, 108 forests and 32 meadows, 157 hectares. Most fields are 1 to 2 hectares in size. 64 pretzels built for collection, over 20 sales points and several wood pellet delivery points, households. 17 production points including 2 BGAs. 10 small and large farms, 2 of which have hay dryers. Buildings and some interiors can be sold. A construction yard and a fire station are built. The road network can be purchased and cleared in winter. Some public gates can be used. Adapted animal feeding systems. Some purchasable buildings. Some buildings on the map can be placed by the user. Water can be taken from the rivers, pond, and lake. No tornadoes appear during active disasters. A train is included and travels across the entire map. No AI splines are yet included. Additional crops and revised crops. Spring wheat, wheat. Spring barley, barley. Winter wheat, winter barley. Triticale, spelt. Rye, green rye, vetch rye. Grain corn maize. Silage maize, alfalfa, clover, fieldgrass, revived meadows. Mustard. Catch crop mixture. Flowering cover crop. Separate drive-through silos for clover and alfalfa are available in the building menu. Additional products, solids, apples, clean potatoes, wood pellets, more to come. Mods that cause problems, straw harvest add-on, additional orders. For more information on all of this, check the town hall. No new save games are required for future content. Feel free to post bugs and suggestions under the trailer. Have fun and success in Geistal. This is a European map created by Lucas G and is 1,313.54 megabytes to download. There are no mods required for this map. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. Now let's go ahead and turn farmlands. Oops, let's do that first. Now turn the farmlands on. We start out by owning farmlands number 1, 6, 63, and 247. Down here is a rye field that is ready to harvest. 6 is a grass field ready to harvest. 63 is a clover field that is ready to harvest. And 247 is your main starting farm. You cannot buy all areas of the map, and the field prices do vary. Now, for the most part, these are very small fields, so they don't cost a whole bunch. I mean, 30,000, 40,000, we got 63,000, 80,000, we got 117,000, 68,000, 114,000, so on and so forth. I mean, you can see a lot of them are not even breaching over 100K, and those that are, I mean, are, yeah, like this one here, yeah, $210,000, 210. 315. So you get a few that breach over it, but it's not a lot. I mean, you can see 13 acres, this plot of land here for 300,000. It's not bad. A couple forestry bits here, 193,000, 133, got 147 and 152. Got more forestry up here in the northwest, 296 and 157,000, so on and so forth. Now, I forgot to mention, we do start over here. Let's see, where is it? Right there. Kind of in town, just outside of our main starting farm over here. Let's see, animal pens. We do start out with several of them. We got a pig barn, chicken barn, and cow barn. Contracts are available on this map. We do start out with production chains. As you can see, we got some apple trees as well as a hay drying unit. Let's see, and scroll up to the top. Go over one, and we do have tons of other available production sites available. And then we also have collectibles on this map, 65 of them to be precise. Now, if we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting on the buy menu, there we go. Under mods and DLCs, you'll see the Geistal tile right there. And we do have a couple of adapted trailers that are meant to take the wood pellets. So these will only take wood pellets. It looks like they're the liquid tankers, but these are adapted to only take pellets. And then under our build menu, starting out under our buildings and sheds, scrolling all the way to the bottom, we are looking for these, the Geistal mods. These are mods that are specific to this map. We also have a few here under silos. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see several here as well. Nothing for silo extensions, constructibles, or containers, but again, under tools, you'll see here the workshop, and then nothing for farmhouses. Under our productions, we do have several productions that are specific to this map. As you can see, we've got the apple tree here as well as the small sawmill. And then nothing left for selling points, greenhouses, cultivation, generators. And then here under animals, we do have a couple here for cows, one right here. We also have some for horses down here at the bottom. No, I'm sorry, not horses. No, sorry, not horses, but pigs. That one we do have. Whoop, right there. And then sheep, we have one here. And chickens, we have a couple right there. And nothing for bees, nothing for others. There's absolutely nothing under the decorations tab, but under the paintings tab and painting swatches, we have quite a few additional painting swatches. And nothing for trees, but under plants, we do have several that are listed here as mods that are specific to this map. All right, so first off, you can see this little sign here. It says Geistal. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the buildings, decorations, and testing. Have fun playing the map. See a little picture of the map right here with a few little key indications here. These are all the different farms that are placed all around the map, as you can see. And then over here we have a little explanation both in English and I believe this is German. But yeah, you can see all the various different information here for your crops that are addition to this map. So you got your spring and spring wheat and barley, winter wheat and barley, and it says threshold normal, so we're used to seeing those. Green rye, vetch rye, corn, green rye and vetch rye are both mowed. Corn, grain corn is produced less chopped material, and silage maize has 3 harvest ready stages. The last one yields the most chopped material, produces considerably more silage than grain corn. Then we got all the other crops that are here as well. Now, also, one thing to point out are solids. That is a new BGA product that is specific to this map, so it is considered a fertilizer type. Clover, alfalfa cannot be used in standard drive-through silos. Standard special ones are installed for this purpose. So let's go ahead and take a look around the map. Now, I will say that this map is absolutely terrifying to me. It's so intimidating to be in the position I am right now, trying to show this off to everybody out there, because it is a huge map and there's so many details. So much is going on this map. So I'm over here at the first, that's right, I said it, first BGA, the biogas plant. Buy point is right over here. Can be purchased for $671,000. Go ahead and purchase it. I'm going to try and purchase every single one of these and show them off, because each one of these, either some of them are unique and different, some of them are not, and they're standard, but this one, as you can see, is different. So alfalfa fermented is an input, and look at all those outputs: electrical charge, methane, digestate, and solids. Solids is something else. It's basically like a manure, but it's like the leftover garbage, kind of the same stuff as like the digestate. But you can also put in clover fermented, manure, silage, slurry, straw, and sugar beets cut. Up this ramp here is solid input. We've got our liquid input right there. We got our digestate that will come out here, and our solids will come out right here. Now over here, this is called the Nostander BGA digestate solid. This is a buy point. So you can get your like digestate and stuff purchased right here if you don't have any offhand. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to show off real quick, because unfortunately this map tour is going to be slightly different than most of my map tours, because I'm going to have to take some liberties because there's so many details. I'm trying to hop up here. Now you can see right down there, it's off in the distance, just off to the right of my little reticle, the targeting reticle there, that is a Rent train trigger. Now, if we go here and zoom in, this is where I'm looking right there. Gives you a little bit better perspective there. All right, so here, hop up. Around the corner here, this is the Bakery Birkenbauer. $130,000 to purchase this. We got our output, right here, and you can see this little image right here of the boxes. That's going to indicate an output area. Sometimes they're inside these little roll-up doors, sometimes they're not. Input is right there. Let's see. Electrical charging stations right there. Nope. I'm going to be just scrambling around trying to remember the route that I need to take in order to show everything off on this map. This map is nuts. Just absolutely nuts. All right, we have an input for our next production point, which is right here. This is the Geistal Monastery Juice Productions, $255,000 to purchase this. Like I said, input there, and output is right there. Let's see, read my notes, figure out where I've got to go from here. I believe it's just down here. Yes, right here. Where was that buy point? Right back here. Here it is. This is the Tailor Shop Steiner, $195,000 to purchase. Output here, and input, you saw, we passed right by it right there. Let's see, next one is up here. Off in the distance over there is the Ice Cream Velour Rousseau sell point. You can see it right there. Next one, let's see, I believe, if I remember correctly, we got to go down here. And yes, right here. This is going to be farm number 2. So we haven't gotten to the starting farm, which is going to be starting farm number 1, but purchase farmland number 244 for $111,326. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy it, just like so. Let me get my bearings. There it is. Okay, I know where I'm at now. I'll go right back to where we would have came right in, which is right here. Sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger. Got a whole bunch of storage. Now, if you're not into small maps, then this is likely not going to be a good one for you. Just kind of throwing that out there, because this is very small, hemmed-in farms and pens and pastures and the whole 9 yards. Pig barn right here, 040. You got your input for animals there. Feed goes there. Now, I believe this is a manure heap right here, I think. Because if I look at the map right here, you do have the manure heap extension right there, but there's no kind of trigger to indicate. We do have a silo right here. Over here is our cow barn with our milk trigger right there. Open this up. If I remember, nope, this way. Cows can be loaded in here. 12 of them can fit in here. Feed goes here. Open this up. We have our slurry. Can be gotten out here. Let's see. Back this way. I believe in here. Repair trigger. Fuel trigger. Let's see. Next one, I believe, is down here. Wait a minute. I am definitely gonna have to do this to make sure that I am hitting all the various points of interest, because, like I mentioned before, there is a lot of them. Was it this one? Nope. Okay, I was right. I was heading in the right direction. I'm also trying to rush because there's so much to show, so much to see, that I'm worried that I'm going to be over the hour mark, and I get basically an hour of recording space before the file is too large to actually upload. We've got the, I believe this is the Carpenter Meister Eder sell point. Yes, there we go. And then over here, We have the Dairy Hofstetter, 161,000 purchase this. Input is here, and again, if you see these little roll-up doors, walk up to them, because sometimes you have your little outputs are inside of them. Sometimes they're locked and then you can't do anything with them. It's just kind of a, some have them, some don't. Let's see, this way. And over here. We have our bakery Gazer. Oh, wait. Oh, goodness, I forgot. I was supposed to be purchasing the production points. I knew I was going to forget to do this stuff beforehand. Let's see. Let's buy that. Manage. Okay, so the Monastery Juice Factory is just your grape juice and raisins. Let's go back to the map. Over here, we got to this one here. This is the tailor shop. We'll buy that. And manage just our clothes from our fabrics. And then over here, we'll buy and manage. Again, just our normal bakery stuff, our flour to bread, and our various cake mixtures right here. Output here and input right here. Now again, sometimes you'll see the little floating like icons. Sometimes you won't. You'll see just these little hazard boxes here. So just keep on the lookout for those. Those are kind of the big indicators of where they are for your various triggers. Now back here, this is the Beer Garden Weigel sell point. Now this way. All the way over here. Right here is the Carpenter Samhauer. 258,000 to purchase this. And again, gonna try and purchase these. So this is just your furniture. So you can make your furniture out of planks, long planks, and wood. You've got your input here with a wood cell trigger back there. And our output, I believe, was on this side in here. Right there. Let's see, down here. Nope. Hold on. Again, reference the map. Yes, okay. So that is over here. So here is farm number 3. This is going to be farmland number 245. Purchase this for $79,367. So if I go ahead and buy this, let's see, and go there, open the gate. $79,000 later, got a chicken coop here that'll hold 20 chickens. Feed goes in here. Eggs will spawn right here. Wardrobe trigger, sleep trigger. Let's see, I think it's back here. Open this up. Silo right there. And over here, through this door, I believe. Nope, not this door. This door. Got a repair trigger. Let's see now. Over. I think it's back here. Let's see right here. No, this one we already saw. Yes, this one we saw. Let's see this way then. Like I said, there's so much going on in this map. This map is nuts. All right. Right here, let's see. I believe this one is the household sell point, and then down here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and just hop on down. Here we have the harbor warehouse. This is a little buy point for all your various palleted goods, as well as some of your seeds and your what was it, seeds and lime. I mean, you get pretty much everything here. I mean, holy smokes. But yeah, seeds, lime, and road salt as well. Back here, you also have the, this is called the Nostradar Harbor Sell Point. Yes. Let's see. Now, let's head back up here. I believe this way. I believe heading in the right direction. And then over here. Got so much. So many little nooks and crannies. You got to bob and weave everywhere you got to look. Let's see, I believe over here. Oh, you know, I don't have this one in my notes, do I? The Cafe Hofgold. No, I didn't have this one in my notes. That is sell point right there. And now we need to go this way. And then over here. Now again, we're going to take some travel liberties here because you don't get the clear straight ways to go. But this way, going over the bridge. And like I said, I'm a little bit intimidated on this tour because there's just so much going on there. I'm hoping that I can do this map justice. There's so many sell points, so many farms, so many, you know, things to see, and trying to get everything done in an hour of record time so there's not a part 2 to this is going to be very difficult. But over here is our main starting farm, so let's go ahead and take a look at our starting equipment. So if we go down here to our vehicles, starting out, we have the Agricem Combi Plow Gold Plow. We got the Amazon ZATS 3200 Fertilizer Spreader, the Albert Bale Spike, the Albert Pallet Fork, Albert Universal Bucket, the Brantner TA 12050 Power Spread Plus. Now you can see those two symbols that look, you know, identical there. You got the manure symbol, but you also have the solid symbol. And again, solids work like a actual fertilizer here. The Claas Arion 530, the Claas Avion 450 Harvester, the Claas FL 140 Front Loader, the Claas Vario 620 Header, Claas W 600 Weight, the Capello Diamond 8 Corn and Sunflower Header, the Ferguson PF 2.24 Plus forage wagon. You can see all those different inputs that are available for the forage wagon. This map is nuts. FarmTech DPW 1800 flat deck trailer, the FarmTech Super Cease 800 slurry and digestate spreader, the Fendt 311 Vario, the Fendt Rotana 160V Combi baler, the Gavile Bale Handler RBG. Let's see, we got the Kachar HDS 918 4M power washer, the Lizard MKS 8. That's a liquids tanker. Got the Magsy Bale Fork, the Nardi N20T header trailer, Rudolph DK280RP trailer, the Samaz KDF341S front mower, Samaz Z2840H windrower, Schutzmaker Rapide 580V. Again, taking a look at all those various inputs there. You got a whole bunch of additions. The Cinnebogan 340G telehandler, the Tenwinkle B2500 weight, Tenwinkle B2500, another one, Tenwinkle Pack 1000 weight, the Unia Phoenix 3003 seater, and that is it. So you start out with a ton of equipment and a ton of stuff for your farm. Sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger, right there. We basically have to open up every single one of these doors because you got a whole bunch of stuff that's either hidden or pathways and entryways into various different things. Over here we have our pig barn with 11 pigs in here, room for 28. Our pigs can go in here, feed can go here. Let's see, over here, we have a repair trigger there. Fuel tank right here. Let's see, over here is our cow barn. Our input for cows are right here. Feed can go right there. Milk right there. Chicken barn. Or chicken, technically it's a chicken barn, but it's a chicken pasture for the most part. Feed can go in here. Open this door. Eggs will spawn back here. And we can put in for our chickens. Where was that? I think actually... No, it wasn't back here. Where was the input for chickens? It was in here. It was in here. Oh, come on. Open the door. Yes, right here. There we go. Now back here. Open this door. Got our manure heap for our cows. Got our slurry right there. See, this is the back side for the feed area for the cows. Little drive-through area. Open this up. This is the hay dryer back here. We click on this. You can see we put in our alfalfa or our clover or our grass, and we can get our dry alfalfa, dry clover, or our hay. Now over here is, I believe, where we put in our straw. We can put that in bale form. And over here is our inputs for inputs for our clover, hay, our clover grass, and alfalfa right there. And we get our outputs right here. Nope, back here. That's where I need to go next. You can see all of our cows come back here. You can get into the pasture, a little gate over there. Over here is our apple trees. We've got, what, 5 of them over here. And you can see, put in manure, get out apples. So you just dump your manure right about here, and then you'll be able to get your apples out over here as well. You get little pallets that spawn. Now over here is, I believe this is farm number 4 that we're approaching. Go ahead and stop right here. And farmland number 246 can be purchased for $156,674. Go ahead and do that. And you can see all this stuff pops up. So chicken barn right here. 6 chickens, room for 189. We got our feed that goes in here. Now let's see, I believe, if I remember right, I believe our eggs will spawn out somewhere in this area here. Let's see, over here. Open this door. Let's see. Yep, repair trigger and fuel tank. Repair trigger. Open this up. Let's see, I believe right here is a manure heap. Milk trigger for our cows. Open. Oops. There it goes. Feed right here. Now one thing you'll see is up in the top left hand corner, you'll see what says closed door, even though the door is closed. Now you click on it, it says open door. It's just kind of written in backwards. Let's see. Nope, that's not where I need to go. Milk trigger right there, like I mentioned. Silo is right here. Let's see, open this door here. Do got this little storage area. It's not like a actual like bale and pallet storage area, but it's just made for your various bales that you can store there. Let's see. Got our output for our slurry here. Sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger there. I am looking for where to put the cows. Where is the input for cows? Why am I missing that? Oh, there it is, right there. There it is. Oh my goodness. Like I said, there's tons of stuff that you need to be paying attention for on this map. See, it's the cows. Yeah, right there. All right, now we're going to go and grab a tractor temporarily because we need to not only, be driving around, but we need to drive around fast. Let's see, so let's go and grab this class right here. Like I said, temporarily until we get to the shop, which is just down the street. All right, out here. Now this, let's see, this is the beer garden at Truffelbach. Sell point. All right, over here, that is the Tant Ama shop. Sell point. To my right is the fire station. You can enter there. It is like a little wardrobe trigger in here as well, as you can see right there. And a little sleep trigger right there. Let's see. Also, oops, almost passed right by it. Was it here? Nope. Where'd it go? Ah, right here. Another household sell point right there. Now in here. Ah. Go ahead and just right there. All right, as you can see on the floor here, we do have an electrical charging station. Gas station that high-low is ours to use. Repair trigger right here, right in here. Whoop, can't jump over that. We can open all these bays. And shop trigger is right here. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a truck. Let's just do that real fast. Right here. We'll just lease it. Let's see, it spawns right here. So now we can book around the map pretty quickly. Yep. So we'll go out here. Gas station to my right. Across the railroad tracks. Like I said, we need to be fast, but you'll be able to take in everything as well. Cross this bridge here. All right, and this is the Sawmill Zegler. $325,000 to buy. Zengler, I should have said. Input is right here. We would sell trigger there. Let's see, I believe. Yep, wood chip output is here. We have a rent train trigger right there. Now, where was that output area? Was it... Yep, right here. There, you can barely see the little markings there. Like I said, sometimes it's clearly labeled, sometimes it's not. It's Alright, now back this way. We have to backtrack quite a ways. Oops. Ah, get off the fence. There we go. Over the bridge. Back on the main road. Over the railroad tracks. Let's see, and then this way. Have to do a fair bit of backtracking. Now to the right. All right, now this direction. Like I said, I'm trying to be fast without going through and missing a bunch of the detail on this map. Because this here, look at this. Going into this tunnel right here, just absolutely breathtaking. Just stunning. The details that is on this map is incredible. Come out to this area here. Whoops, oops, oops, oops. Easy. Alright, now over here. Alright, we stop right here. Let me take a look at the map once again. Purchase farmland number 242 for $158,769. Go ahead and do that. And this is going to be farm number 5. So, starting out right over here. Open this up. We have a sheep barn with 7 sheep, room for 112. Let's see, got a little secondary entry right here. Feed can go in here. Open this door. We can put in our sheep right there. And I believe in here, we have a repair trigger right there. Let's see, I think over here, this door is the silo. We have a wardrobe trigger there, sleep trigger right over here. Let's see, we got a fuel tank right over here. And that's it over here. Let's go and grab the truck. Now here, go off in this direction. Oh, and there's the train. Just gotta wait for that to pass. And let's see if I can kind of scooch around. Just like that. Coming up this back way here to the second biogas plant. So you got the purchase point right over here. For $4 million, you can buy the Cromer biogas plant. And again, same as we saw in the first one, the alfalfa fermented, clover fermented, manure, silage, slurry, straw, and sugar beet cut. Get all the same outputs as the other one. All these bunker silos, same as the other one too. If we take a look at the map, you can see all these are individually purchased. So you have to purchase each one of these in order to be able to use the drop function and the actual conversion of the chaff into, silage. So to my left is the solid inputs, right over there. Drop down here. This is the output for digestate right there. Let's see. Oh, that is the Cromer Biogas BGA Digestate Solid Purchasing Point. So that's where you can, again, buy the, digestate. This is your output for the solids. That is the new output right there. And that is the input for your liquids. So now, backtrack here. Oops. Open, there we go. Follow this over here. And then down, oh dear, almost bit it there. Right here. This is the Pallet Hopner, $124,000 to buy. We'll go ahead and do that. You can see this is where we can take our wood chips and make it into wood pellets. So you put in right here, and get out right here. And again, you need those trailers, those liquid trailers that have been modified to get out the wood chip or wood pellets. Let's go over here, grab this. Oops, almost passed right on by. Over here. This back here is the, where was it? The Carpentry Black cell point with a wood cell trigger right here. All right, now I believe I need to go this way. No, I'm sorry, I need to turn around. That's just the back entrance to the cell point. Like I said, there's so many little nooks and crannies all over this map where you just can get in and out only one direction. You have to backtrack a lot, but it's an incredibly intricate road network. Incredibly intricate. Let's see, I believe over here is our next point of interest. So I believe just over here, if I remember correctly, yes, another household cell point right there. And then over here is a production point. This is an input right here. Let's see, where is that? Oh, right there. This is the Berkshire Corn Mill, $196,000 to purchase. And we have just a normal grain mill. As you can see, all various inputs for our barley. It'll take our summer barley specifically, oats, long grain rice, sorghum, and summer wheat. So again, summer barley, summer wheat. Very specific on that one. Because we do have winter barley and winter wheat as well. Rent train trigger is up here. Now you do also have this little input right here from your train. So I believe this will actually put into this production point right here as well. And then the output for this is actually right over here. But there's no collision with this, as you can see. So that's going to need to be fixed. And you can see the little output symbol there on the ground. Barely comes through right there. Again, neither one of those have collisions. That is going to have to be addressed, but not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and grab the truck. I believe I'm catching everything so far. Over here. Like I said, there's so many things, and it's really hard to keep track of every little detail. So now we have to go up into the mountains. So way up here. Let's see, I believe. Yep, right here. Take this back here. Now over here, this is the canning plant Groff production point, $330,000 to buy, and this is just your normal normal canning factory. All the various inputs and outputs are all the same. Just be aware of what you're putting in to get out. So over here, let's see. I think it's tucked away back here. Where was it? Okay, right here is the output area. You can see it right there on the floor. Especially if you go high up, like I had right there, you can see it clearly. And your input is right there. Let's go back here. And then coming up here to my left, we follow this back into the woods for honestly probably one of the coolest animal dealers I think we have in any map in game. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. All right, straight ahead, that is the animal dealer Fraudentaler sell point. That is for grass and straw sales bales. Let's see over here. All right, to my right, we have the slurry buy point and sell point. We have the silage sell point right here, and a buy point for the silage as well. So I believe it's supposed to be right here. It's not actually showing as a symbol there, but if we look at the map, you can see there is the animal dealer Fraudentaler silage purchase. So I believe it's supposed to be right there. Now here is the manure buy and sell point right there, and the animal dealer purchasing point. Now you can come to this location, purchase your animals using this icon here directly. If you use it directly, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. The animal dealer is going to deliver the animals from this location to wherever your pens and pastures are located on the map. Now, if you use this icon directly, you will incur that additional fee, and that is going to be an additional $100 per adult cow. It varies depending on the age of the animal, the type of animal that you're purchasing as well. As you can see, a small baby cow is $50, goes all the way up to $100. So if we wanted to fill up the rest of this particular barn here with 42 cows, it's going to cost an extra $4,200. Now, to save that money, bring an animal trailer to this location, park it roughly in this area right here, then use this animal dialog box to load into the trailer rather than any of the pens and pastures around the map. You will save that delivery fee. Now over here also is the animal dealer Fraudentaler sell point. So that's the Fraudentaler bale and straw sell point, and that was just the Fraudentaler normal sell point. Now we got to make our way back out. Like I said, I think that was one of the coolest little like animal dealer / sell point areas that I've seen in a long time. It's just tucked way back into the back here, and then just kind of appears out of nowhere. Now as we continue to follow this around, so many details on this map. So much is going on there. Alright, so here is the next farm. We're going to slide in here. I believe this is farm number 6, if I'm keeping up right. And if we purchase farm number 6, farmland number 241 for $134,232. Go ahead and do so. Over here, we have our silo right there. I don't think there was anything of note over here. Was there a repair trigger inside here? I don't think there was. Nope. Just had to double check there. All right. So here is a sleep trigger. Now, one thing I noticed on another farm is that a wardrobe trigger was on the second story of one of the buildings. So I just wanted to just pan around just real quick. Nope. This one just does not have a wardrobe trigger. At least as far as I'm aware. Let's see, inside here, we have our cow barn. Feeding area is right down there. Bit of storage on the side. Slurry right there. Milk here. Animals can be put in here. As you can see, that's the path through. Now over here is the small BGA. We do have a little small BGA on this farm. And as you can see, just the same old stuff that the other ones can take, just a little bit in compact form. Got our solid input there, liquid input there, liquid output, aka digestates there, and solids are gotten out right there. Let's see, make sure I got everything from my notes. Yep, everything looks to be covered at this one. Go back to the truck. Cross over this bridge here. And then take a right. Follow this all the way out to our next point of interest. Which is right back here. Right here. This is the mill on Falkerstee? Sell point. Oop, and we're stuck. So we're going to cross through the water here. Taking this around here. Following this to the road. And now, continuing up here. All right, now right here to my right is the next farm. This is going to be farm number 7, I believe. Yes, farm number 7. Take a look at the map. Farmland 240 for $68,263. Buy that. And we get a few pop-ups here. As you can see, to my right, we got a sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger right over there. Let's see, I believe it's inside this building here. We got a repair trigger right there. And I believe in here is our silo. That's all we have on this farm. And now we follow this, continue to wind up the mountainside. Now here is farm number 7. Go ahead and stop here. Farmland number 238 for $31,365. Go ahead and do that. You can see we have our silo here, pig barn here with our slurry output right there, feed here, animals back there. We do have our feed input right here. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, that was a straw. That was straw that goes in there. Feed is on the other side over there. We got our sleep trigger right here. Wardrobe trigger on the side. See, make sure, yep, got everything there. And then over here, we have another household sell point. Get spun around. Follow this. Oops, watch out for the cars. Then up here, we have the Bazis Gothus sell point. I'm going to butcher a lot of these names. I completely understand. I'm sorry for any of my watchers out there who's just screaming at their phones right now, at their televisions, whatever you're watching this on. And it's like, no, it's pronounced this way. I'm sorry. All right, over here we have farm number 9. Farmland number 239 can be purchased for $179,374. Go ahead and do that. And whew, we got so much to do on this. Okay, over here we have the silo right there. Let's see over here. Open this. Wait a second. Did I miss? I think I missed something. I think I missed it. Is it up here? No? Repair triggers right here. We have a hay dryer right here, just like the other farm. We've got, I believe that's the input for our straw right there. We've got our input for our various other products. And I believe the output's on the other side. We'll find that. All right, I believe this is just storage. Open this up. Yep, just big storage. Output for our hay is right there. This is our cow barn here. Milk trigger is there. I feel like I missed... Huh. No, guess not. Cows will be put in here. We have 12, room for 76. Our slurry can be gotten out there. Let's see, over here, put in our feed back here. Now this is the one with the second story wardrobe. So here, sleep triggers down here. If I back up a bit, you can see up there, wardrobe is up there. Let's see, go find my truck real quick. Oh, wait. Almost skipped right by it. See? Almost did. This way. You can see down there, some more apple trees. So there's some more production points right there. Oops, hey. Tire swing. So much detail on this map. This map is just, I keep saying it, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. We haven't even seen one of the coolest features on this map just yet. All right, over here. Oops. This is the farm trade. So again, where you can buy all your palleted goods with a couple of additions as well. And then over here, this is the farm trade bales sale. Now this is only supposed to take bales, so just be aware of that. You're trying to sell off your straw or whatever else it'll take, it needs to be in bale form. Now this up here is one of the coolest features, in my opinion, on this map. Look at this. Let me pan out here just a bit. There we go. Look at that. On top of the massive bridge. This thing is huge. Huge. And then leads you into a tunnel. Let's pan back in a bit. Whoa, what happened? Oh, hey, there's a little center divide right there. how awesome does this look? No. Hey, bob and weave, stick and move. Ah. Come on, there we go. Oh my goodness, traffic is so thick. There we go. Alright, we're getting towards the last little bit of the map tour. Crossing over this bridge. Down here. This map has so much detail, it even needs to be off the map in order to use it all. As you can see, we are off the map. Ever so slightly, but we are off. Right here we have the Alpenklang dairy plant sell point. Alright, and here. Backtrack out. Ah. Hey. No, wait. I needed to turn there. Okay, I believe. Yep, right here. This is the potato washing system. As you can see, input here, purchase it right here for $155,000. And you can take potatoes in, have clean potatoes out with stones as well. So that's kind of cool. Output for, I believe this would be stones, I think. Because I think this over here would be the output for your clean potatoes. That's my guess. Also, over here, back there is the farmer's, is that the farmer's market? Yeah, farmer's market sell point. Let's see, I think... Wait, did I miss one? Yes, I did. Hold on, I missed one. Yes, okay, almost drove right past it. Over here... See right there. This is the Schleffler biomass heating plant sell point. Like I said, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. There's so much going on. Everything's right on top of each other. The road network is so complex. Absolutely bonkers. Input for our next production point, which is the Nodersturd oil mill. $235,000 to purchase, and our output is right there. We'll get turned around. Just like so. Out the gate. Under the bridge. And over here. Alright. We have the train silo right here. Input and output for your train. Rent train trigger there. Input output for your cart right there, your trailer. Gas station right there as well. Over here we have the, let's see. This first one here is the grain mill at Folkerstie. Yeah, grain mill at Folkerstie. This is a buy point. Beyond that is the granary Hoffer sell point. And then... let's see, beyond that, over here is the rent train trigger, so another rent train trigger. And then over here, I don't even think I actually took this down on my notes. Yeah, because there's nothing here. That would be why. Huh. So I don't know what this is an output for. Oh, wait. No, because the... Oh, anyways. Let's get back over here. Actually, I need to turn around first. All right, now over here, we have the grain mill Gotts. This is $162,000 to purchase. Go ahead and do that. And again, another grain mill, just our normal stuff. But this one still only takes summer barley and summer wheat. So that winter barley, winter wheat, I don't think is used on either one of these grain mills. Input there, output is over here. You can see it again on the ground right there. Let's see, I think this way. Back here, we have the small sawmill Ernman for $97,000. Again, this will produce all of the sawmill stuff. And outputs are right there. Wood cell trigger there. Input right here. Let's see, then back here, we have farm number 10, I believe this one is. Farmland number 243 at $82,207. Go ahead and purchase that. And all we have here, sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger, and inside here, repair trigger. That's it for this one. Let's see, I think I missed something. Yep, right across the street. Literally drove right by it. Another household sell point right there. Okay, over here, is the Old Town Textile Factory, Patel, $213,000 to buy, and we can make our fabric from wool and wool by itself. So cotton you cannot do. And output here, input right there. See, I believe to the left right there is another household sell point. And here is farm number 11. Now it does say 10 farms on the Mod Hub description. I think that's 10 plus the starting farm is what this equates out to. But farm number 237 can be purchased for $59,750 and sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger, and silo. Now we follow this up here to the right. Up and around. Again, another really cool feature all the way up here. As we follow this windy, twisty path, get up here. This is the Falkenberg Restaurant Sell Point. Again, how cool is that? All right, so now let's get back down this mountainside. And now we're going to head off to our last point of interest. tucked away over here. Whoops. This is the Cement Factory Blender sell point. And that's it. That is everything here for Geistal. Now it's time to render my opinion. What the? Okay. Now it's time to render my opinion. Let you know what I think. 0 to 5 skin, as per usual. Yeah, I'm gonna try and wrap this up and make this super fast. 5 out of 5. Full sentence. Stop. 5 out of 5. This map is amazing. The color palette, superb. There's pops of color every once in a while, but it's not enough to detract from the map and make it feel cartoonish. Hills and undulations are at absolute peak of darn near perfection. The only thing that I can gripe about this map is the map itself, the PDA. Trying to follow where you are on this map is extremely difficult. So you can get very lost very quickly on this map if you are just trying to go by, especially that bottom left-hand corner-sized map. You expand that out, it doesn't help out any which way on this map. It's hard to find your way around. So you're going to have to learn this map, and with just how incredibly complex the map is, I mean, yeah, you're going to be driving around a long time before you find all the ins and outs, the paths, especially in this part of the town. This little island right here is going to be nuts. But I tell you what, if I could, I'd give this 1,000,000 out of 5. That's how much I love this map. There's so many details, so much going on. But like I said, I've got to wrap this up because I've been recording for quite some time. So I need to be able to keep it on about an hour mark. So I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me about liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. The shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.